The Bachelorette twist we should have seen coming. By Jessica Chandra. One day ago, The Bachelorette Australia is done and dusted for another year. Despite persistent rumors that Ali Oetjen's fate would be similar to Nick Cummins just before hers, she followed in the footsteps of more traditional leads, which included breaking the heart of someone who was in love with her, Todd, and finally being able to tell the man of her dreams that she's in love with him. Congrats, Taite. Ali and Taite on the finale. Network 10. After the shock finale of the Honey Badger season of The Bachelor Australia in October, in which the 31-year-old former professional rugby player became the first Australian bachelor to choose no one, Ali's season was a return to tradition, but it was still filled with twists and turns. This was 32-year-old Ali's third time starring in the franchise. She made her first appearance in 2013 on the very first season of the show, where she was a wide-eyed real estate agent from South Australia who fell head over heels for Tim Robards. She placed third on that series. Fast forward 5 years and Ali returned to the spotlight on the inaugural season of Bachelor in Paradise Australia. She was 5 years older and seemingly wiser, as she had a bunch of former Bachelorette contestants throwing themselves at her, but waited until she really felt a connection with someone before pursuing a relationship. In the end, Ali fell in love with Grant Kemp, one of the mysterious American intruders on the show. Made it all the way to the end, where they pledged their love for each other. Ali was even hoping for a proposal despite only knowing him for a few weeks, in a tropical holiday setting that doesn't resemble real life. Ali and Grant on Bachelor in Paradise. Network 10, but that love story didn't end well, and it ended in a rather scandalous way. Ali flew over to Laos, where Grant lives, and they ended up splitting. We won't get into the whole story here, but Grant alleges that Ali cheated on him with a friend during one of his get-togethers. If you want to read more about this, head here. So Ali was suddenly single and back in the public eye, which meant she was available to star as the next Bachelorette. The public reaction to Ali's announcement was mixed. It made sense for her to The Bachelorette after her failed romances on previous iterations of the show, but did people actually care? It's not like she had her heart smashed to smithereens as a runner-up. And it didn't help that she'd been accused of cheating. But anyway, Ali was cast, and she immediately made it clear that she had learned from her mistakes. She knew what she wanted: a husband, kids and the white picket fence. And she wanted it soon. At 32, time is against her, she thinks. And this is something Ali reiterated many times. She chose to keep certain men and culled others because they didn't meet her expectations. Some of her most emotional moments happened when she said goodbye to men she had feelings for but couldn't give her what she wanted. With her suitors. Network 10, which is why the biggest twist of all came when Ali chose Taite Radley, a 28-year-old bank manager from Melbourne, over Todd King, 26, who was wise beyond his years and madly in love with Ali. On paper, Todd, who literally arrived as a knight in shining armor, was everything Ali said she wanted. Even though he was 6 years her junior, he wanted all of the same things she did. They disagreed a little bit on the timeline. He said he wants to get into the police force, while Ali mentioned multiple times that she wants kids in 3 years' time, but he was all in